We are now joined by UFC President Dana White, somebody who was pretty amped at the press conference. I mean, let's be honest, this card is pretty stacked.
It's awesome. If you're a real fan of mixed martial arts, and if you like fights, this is the card to watch, no doubt about it. The co-main event and main event are awesome.
I thought you were going to start ripping in some of the media because we've been bugging you about Hector Lombard for a very long time. Even though he was sort of locked in with another organization, now he's here. What can fans expect from this guy?
Yeah, this guy, he's got power in both hands. He moves forward. He's on a 25-fight win streak, which is unheard of. And he's going up against Tim Boesch, a guy who just beat one of the best 185-pounders in the world for a long time, Yushin Okami. Came back from, weathered the storm, came back, and ends up beating Yushin Okami. This guy beats Hector Lombard. Lottery ticket.
Dana, I'm interested to know what your thoughts are on the Uriah Faber fight. Do you think his experience in the big show is going to outweigh Baral's 29-fight win streak?
That's what makes this fight interesting in many different ways. Obviously, these guys are two of the best in the world, but like you said, it's actually a 30-fight win streak that this kid's on. 30-fight win streak, again, unheard of in the sport. 25 for Hector Lombard, 30 for this kid. But Uriah Faber's a guy, former world champion, defended his title 5 times, the only guy to ever beat current champion Dominic Cruz, and out of his 21 fights, he's got 26 finishes. Neither of these guys are ever in a boring fight. Stylistically, this is a very fun fight, but to get back to the question you asked me is, yeah, there's no doubt that experience plays a factor in this thing. Faber's been in so many big fights in his career, and I don't care what anybody says, you get the nerves, you get the UFC jitters going into a big main event like this if you're Renan Barão and you've never been there before.
Most definitely.
You know I'm going to hound you about Saturday. As soon as Saturday comes around, I'm going to ask you what's going on in this middleweight division because Chris Weidman threw a massive curveball. Hector Lombard has a potential to, if he finishes Tim Boesch, which is not an easy task, he could be next for Anderson Silva. Can you give us a hint of what you and Joe Silva talked about? You got
Bisping and you got Vitor Belfort in the mix too. I mean, the 185-pound division has never been more exciting than it is right now. It's funny because everybody's like, after he beats Chael Sonnen, what's going to happen? What happened? The 185-pound division exploded. And with Weidman's win over Munoz,
that was insane.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's about guys going out and winning decisively. There was no doubt that everybody believed that Munoz was next in line. He was the toughest guy in that division, and Weidman destroyed him. The 185-pound division is heating up, and I'm excited about it. It's all I've been talking about for the last 4 days, me and Silva.
All right, now, coming up after the break, we'll talk to Uriah Faber. But, Dana, thank you very much. We are amped for this card. We still got the weigh-ins tomorrow on Sportsnet, live on Sportsnet, but thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys.